We're ready to rock.
And you're good to go.
Good deal. Well, happy Friday, everyone. So glad to be here again on the second edition of Todd Talk. We are going to be continuing to come to you every first and third Friday of each month, with this segment specifically being driven towards our brand new agents that have just joined this wonderful family, and the content to be around how to make sure we can ensure everybody gets a very successful hot start. And do appreciate you all joining and plan to keep continuing to bring great content. The marketing team has been very good to help me plan out weeks in advance some topics that are pertinent to our newest agents. Ms. Kayla Rosser deals with a lot of the incoming questions that we see in the home office with some newer agents that need some help. And so we'll make sure that we're specifically addressing those topics. So, just wanted to get cranked up today and talk a little bit about plugging into your upline. Not many more things here can be more important than absolutely getting plugged in and making sure that we are doing the right things to get off to a good start here at Symmetry. A few of those things being making sure you're in constant communication with the person that hired you. I know that can seem very basic, but at the same time, this 1099 world's a little different, especially for a lot of you that have joined us from a W-2 type environment. You know, we really do create and work our own schedules here at Symmetry. So therefore, we highly encourage you to make sure you're talking to your upline, not just waiting for them to be in communication with you, but you proactively being in communication with them. Also, there's a wealth of opportunities for you to be plugging into various other things, such as our weekly conference calls. Those weekly conference calls have such great content. Not only just the weekly live conference calls, but there is tremendous opportunities to plug into Symmetry U, into our SoundCloud, and that's at Simply SFG.com. You can log in, you can see all of your Symmetry U material. You can log into the SoundCloud, hear previous conference calls. I believe it even will show you some of the more popular links that have been clicked on in the past for some of the most powerful speakers we have at Symmetry to really pour in and educate you. So again, simplysfg.com is a great place and a location for you to be able to find that content that you need. But for those conference calls, let me just give you a quick reminder. On Monday at 12 Eastern is a training call. Monday at 12 Eastern. This is going to be very specific content about how you can be better on the phones, how you can be better in the home, and also to make sure your mindset is right to have a successful week. We here at Symmetry do believe that a lot of our success has been built on our mental capacity to be in the right mood, to be in the right spirit, to have the right posture to bring success. So please be sure and plug into those Monday calls. Next up, I'd highly recommend you join us for every Wednesday on the national call at 1 p.m. Eastern. Most weeks you get to hear straight from our founders, individuals that literally built this business doing the exact same thing that you're going through. They were in the field, they were making dials, they were driving house to house. They unfortunately never had the opportunity to do this remote and do a Zoom type appointment setting process, but they absolutely started from the scratch, just like you're starting out there brand new with Symmetry today. So it's really cool to see and hear from individuals and get their advice when they started this themselves, just like you are, and now you look back and we have approximately 4,000 agents across the country that enjoy the system. Also on those Wednesday calls, we have a lot of special guests. You get to hear from the who's of the top performers and agencies across the country. You get to hear from the New Agent Spotlight. some folks that have not been with us that long but have had key success, and you get to hear what they did to help them kind of shorten that learning curve. So Wednesday calls are always, probably to me, one of the most important calls that you can be on. And then next up, we've got Thursday. Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern. Right now, we're featuring the evolution of your company. And what does that mean? So if you're new to us, we are recently announcing so many key changes to Symmetry, and as we build this company into Quility, which will be the parent company to both Symmetry and Assura, we are going on a fantastic run to take this company to heights that a lot of people probably never could have even imagined. But to get us there, we've got a lot of new programs. We've got a lot of new cool opportunities like QMS. And if you don't know what QMS is, you can come to Symmetry as an insurance producer, and once you protect one family and you write an insurance policy on them, we, for the rest of their life at QMS, will revisit with that client on a yearly to bi-yearly basis to make sure that we're still meeting all of their financial needs. It's a crazy program to think about. It's an incredible opportunity for you to start making passive income as a producer. And most importantly, it ensures that the clients that we protect here at Symmetry truly get our best foot forward and truly have that protection for their family for life. So the evolution of your company calls on Thursday is for us to just take some minutes to slow down, really explain all of the new programs that we have here at Symmetry building towards Quility. So great call to join in as well. And then lastly, but certainly not least, check with your upline. Every team hierarchy here at Symmetry has their own weekly huddle up calls, and that's where you can really get that close association within your hierarchy, make good friends, hear from some of the best of your own Symmetry agency that you've joined. And I really encourage you to get with your upline and understand when those calls would be and how you can attend and maybe even how you can participate. A couple of other things. We talked about Symmetry U. It's very important that you get involved with Symmetry U. Again, it's simplysfg.com. It's important that you get really comfortable with the phone scripts. A big part of what we do here at Symmetry is getting on the phones and setting up those appointments from the leads to make sure that we can set a time and a place to meet with our clients so that we can go out and protect them. Myself, when I joined Symmetry, it was one of the things that I didn't put enough time into in the beginning. I thought that I was just good enough on the phone to sweet talk somebody into an appointment, and I had to learn the hard way. I had to learn the hard way that there is a script and there is a system to it for a reason. And once I've invested my time and my effort into learning that script and learning that system, I started setting appointments at a rapid pace. It got to the point where I actually had to hire somebody to help me set more appointments because I had started to fill up my weekly calendar with in-home opportunities. And so invest the time to get good with the phone script. Practice with your upline, call other agents and see if you can role play with them. But starting with the phones is one of the keys to success here. I will say the coolest thing that we have going on about Symmetry is tried and true, and you'll hear constantly from the top leaders here at Symmetry. They all say, and it's true, that we have a system that can guarantee you results and success as long as you're willing to put in the effort and don't quit. And that seems too good to be true. And don't get mistaken. That not quitting and giving it time to get good enough to be successful, that's going to happen in different times for everybody. The one thing you can control is you never quit. Sometimes what you can't control is when is that light bulb going to go off? When are you going to start to be feeling comfortable and in the flow and really understand and feel like you're confident in what you're doing? We can't tell you that. But what I can tell you that is if you don't quit and you continue to pour into yourself and train and get better and constantly improve your skills and you put in the activity, there's a 100% success rate at Symmetry. And that's one of the things that makes us such a unique and special company. Of course, if you've already been around for a little bit, you know that the culture is what we are all about. We feel so confident in our team culture and our company culture that it's what continues to put us in the Inc. 5000 fastest growing companies, 4, 5 years in a row at this point? 5, I'm getting the hand signal. That's something to be said, guys. This little bitty company started in Swananoa, North Carolina, or as we passionately refer to here as Swananowhere. It's incredible to think that we're part of a company that 5 years in a row has been one of the fastest growing companies in the U.S. And that is because of our culture, and it's because of the system that we've created. And for you to enjoy and thrive in the successful environment that we've all enjoyed, you've got to plug yourself into your upline. You've got to get plugged into the conference calls. You've got to get plugged into Symmetry U and learning your scripts and getting better at your in-home presentations. And you've got to make sure that you're associating with successful people. You will be a product of the people you surround yourself by. So we can't encourage you any more than to get it plugged in, get associated with some awesome individuals, and look back in 2 years and truly see where your life has gone. It's a fun ride, and we couldn't be more excited and proud and happy to have you here with us. And I look forward to seeing you again here in a couple of weeks. And until then, everybody have a great weekend.